Hey guys, this is Sex Starved Singapore. This is Hunk Hands, and right here is Rachel.
Hi.
We are at the top of the Hilton, doing what we do, recording podcasts, getting the information out to the people.
Woo.
Bam.
I
So
love
today
people.
we are talking about good topic, I think.
Fun topic.
Topic is like, where are the best places to have sex? What are our personal favorites? And which ones are completely overrated? And then also which ones are just like amazing? Something you might not have thought about.
Or our favorites.
Like,
I mean, not that either of us ever had sex outside of a bedroom. Ever. I mean, it would be inappropriate.
we don't do that. Don't do that. You shouldn't do it either. Because there will be a...
There's consequences.
well, there will be one of those signs outside. Let's say like there was like public indecency or whatever. Those little police things. Have you seen those?
I'll be on Stomp, Singapore.
Yeah. I am surprised I'm not on Stomp.
I've been on Stomp before, but not for those reasons.
Are you serious?
Actually, I have been,
Really?
yes. It was for when I was showing off my sex toys at an event. And, yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were going to say. Showing off my...
I was showing off my sex
Dot,
toys
dot,
at an
dot.
event, and yeah, they came and took a photo of me and my friend Lucy, and yeah, then we were on the front of Stomp, and it was amazing.
Wow, front of Stomp.
Yeah, it
Not
was
bad.
brilliant. Oh my god, I think I shared it like 100 times to make sure everyone knew that I was the face of Stomp for that day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
Cool.
on to it. Let's pick. What are the top places?
Like
that
first,
people have
first let's
sex?
talk about the favorite ones. So
Okay.
I mean, like say you have a guy that...
Do you think they're favorite or do you think they're convenient?
Well, first would be just, yeah, maybe it's all kind of related, right? Because like if you just want to have really good sex, in my opinion, you can't really beat a bed, like a nice like king size bed.
Or
You've got
home.
mattresses, you've got pillows,
Couches.
You know, you have like air conditioning. You don't have bees.
There's comfort level to the max.
You don't have things-
Soft sheets.
You don't have things stinging you.
Everything's easy access.
Like if you want to try certain positions, you can try certain positions because it's, you know, it's like there's a lot of space, it's cushy, things to do.
And it's comfortable.
Would you agree with me on that? Like
Yes.
Like-
oh, definitely.
like if you
It's obviously preferable to have sex in a bedroom.
yes, it's like say
Well, in a house, I do enjoy a bit of couch sex.
say like Brad Pitt walks out of, you know, right over there. So he walks out. He's like, "Rachel, I think we should have sex." And you're like,
picturing
"Wow,
this.
this is going to be the one time in my life that I have sex with Brad Pitt." Where would you take him to have sex?
Well, considering we're at a pool,
But like unlimited I mean, you can, you know, you
Be
could just you could
anywhere.
go to like, you know, the suite of the hotel, and you know.
oh,
and-
then yeah, obviously, yes, I'd be taking him to a bedroom to get
Okay.
down and dirty.
All right.
For sure.
So if you're
I
gonna
would.
like do it for real,
But then again, if
get in
it's
the
a
bed.
whole fantasy thing, like it's only gonna be this one moment and that's it, I'll probably want to really spice it up and go in the pool.
in the pool.
Or somewhere, you know, behind the door over there, or behind all the seats and chairs. Just something really sneaky, something very passionate and exciting.
So
So
when
yeah, that would be me.
so when you're at the top of a hotel, just look around. Look around the back of a door, and you'll see Brad Pitt. I mean,
Having sex with me. Take a
sounds
photo.
good.
I'll totally pose.
So this gets into the next part, right? So there's like sort of the tried and true, you know, bed, mattresses, you know, simple way to go. A lot of flexibility, you know what you're getting. And then there's the more sort of exciting, but a little bit more volatile, you're not really sure what you're going to get sort of things. So let's go down this list and say,
We do a
is
very
this
good list.
is this overrated or is this awesome? Overrated or awesome? First one, back of the car.
Did it. Loved it. Oh, it's not about what we've done. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's good.
let's not go into that. Back of a car. I think that was the way that most of us in our teens had sex. Not like the early
So
teens.
us is like, because you grew up in Australia.
Yes.
So everybody has a car and you get
Everyone
one
has
when
a car
you're-
at 16, 17. So yeah, you all live with your
It's,
parents.
it's like the US in the 50s.
Yeah, you literally you drive to somewhere that's dark and dingy and not many people and
Yeah, so like some back alley with crack dealers.
oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But like that's sort of like, you have to go to like a parking lot or something, right?
Do you know what? Australia's a huge country, and there were so many car parks at the back of like supermarkets and in parks and reserves, and yeah, there was like so much,
Okay.
so many places. Yeah.
So you know what you're talking about.
I certainly
Overrated
do.
or awesome?
We didn't really have a choice
But
at
is
the
it overrated
time.
or awesome?
Awesome.
Awesome? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Do you know I had sex in the back of a car about 4 years ago?
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it good?
You know what it was? The excitement and the hype of it, like the thought of getting caught, because we just pulled off on the side of the road between Adelaide to Melbourne.
Were there cars going by?
Yeah, they were, but we were like behind some trees. But like, it was the excitement. So yeah, no, definitely not overrated. Actually, I loved it. How about you?
I would say I think I've only done it like once or twice, and like the actual sex I think is not that amazing, but it's more of like the excitement, the the context, right? So I would say it's like exciting. I would say the sex is sort of like meh, like okay, blah blah blah. But like it doesn't flow.
Yeah. There's a lot of crampage.
I knew this one girl who she said that the best orgasm she ever had was on the way from LA to Los Angeles. And so her boyfriend, or like, I guess her boyfriend was driving the car, and then she just straddled him and started fucking him.
No, that is amazing.
Like cars driving by and everything, and then she's like, best orgasm ever. So, probably not like the best sex position, but as far as the whole thing together, the whole package, it's can be kind of exciting.
Yes.
You're with her.
I'm just picturing it in my head.
Rachel's eyes just glazed over.
I'm just kind of like wow, that takes balls. Like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just awesome.
Next one.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
I was very impressed when I heard that, because she was sort of like a little bit
You just don't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, you just didn't think about it. Like, I've never thought of that.
Next one.
Me.
Next one. We're by a pool. So what about sex in the pool? Overrated or awesome?
If you have a nice silicone lube, it's totally fine. But water sex is not fun sex.
I would say way overrated.
Not fun sex at all. Hurts, uncomfortable. If you have lubricant, silicone lube is best. It's great because it can slide in.
Does it wash off?
No, silicone quite stays in place. If you have a water-based lubricant, it's going to wash off every time.
Okay.
But if you had a good, solid silicone...
Because there's like pumping going on, and like the dick is shaped to like sort of scoop out.
But at the same time, I mean, do you have time to think about it? I mean, if you can do it if it's your pool at home, or like for me, a spa. But like if you're in a public place, you don't have time. Hang on, let's just bring the lube just in case we have some playtime.
So this is like pool or hot tub sex, which is like everybody's like, oh my god, sex in a hot tub, oh so amazing. But we're saying not. We're saying not.
It hurts. You get water in there. Your vagina feels a bit weird after, and it doesn't have the friction. There's a lot of bad friction.
Yeah.
What about for you as a guy?
No, exact same thing. Like, just water itself is a terrible lubricant. So it
dry.
So basically, like when you're having sex in a pool, it like your natural lubricant gets replaced with water because it washes away. So that all that's left is water. So it's basically like rubbing your two wet hands together. It's just sort of like frictiony and yucky.
And if you're doing it in the beach, you get the sand
That's
factor.
the next one. That's the next one. Beach.
Sorry.
So I've done it on the beach.
Never mind.
Like in the water. So
I was saying in the water in the beach. I was just thinking like water aspects.
I've done in the water in the beach, and then I get like I had little like I have no idea what they were, but I was being bitten by little things, which was not cool.
Did you get the little the ticks?
Like sand fleas or something.
Yeah.
But this was in the water.
Oh, this is in the water.
Yeah.
Like in Thailand, how they have the things in the water, and like if you piss in the water in Thailand and stuff, they got
I don't know if that's what was going on, but something was biting me.
I think
it did not feel good. So then we moved up to the beach, and then it was just like sandy, and
not with the towel, just kind of kept going like.
No, we didn't have a towel. Yeah. So we found like a rock, but it was like a sandy rock, and there's just sand on everything.
Oh, and it was just like you just get up in the end.
So I would say completely overrated on the beach. I don't know. What about you? Have you had good sex on a beach?
I've got to think about this.
There's a whole thing.
Surely
like there's sex on a beach. You can order that at any restaurant, any bar, anywhere.
I don't think so. I don't think I have. And if I had, I know I've definitely tried in the ocean. Didn't like that friction issue again. But on the set, no, I don't think I have.
So
no, and I'm Australian. And then I lived in Dubai, and I'm covered in sand.
Yeah, sex in the desert. We haven't even talked about that. Do you do that? You just jump on a dune and go?
No.
You don't do that?
No.
Because it's sandy, guys.
No, but I'm sure some of the local people do.
If there's sand, like, buyer beware.
No, didn't. Just inside, so can't give too much love on that one.
Exact opposite of a lubricant is just sand. Not cool. All right. Public. So in public can be broken down into some different areas. First, let's talk about parks. So, again, Australia, a lot of parks. So
a lot of parks.
Got some experience.
Yeah, totally like gone down and dirty in a park. Were the people around? Yes. But, you know, we're outdoorsy people, so we go and we have picnics and we have, you know, a great bottle of wine, and then you start getting a bit frisky, and then you just like, you have another couple of glasses and you think, oh, well, you know, no one's going to know, you've got a skirt on because it's hot, and things just kind of happen. People don't know. People are always
Do you have to wait until it's dark or no?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. Oh, no.
Wow.
Because, I mean, people are always, like, people who can't do things in front of other people, like, in Australia, if you're kind of at home, you'll go to a park and you'll cuddle on the grass, and people can't really tell because, you know, you're kind of just cuddling and kissing, and people don't want to look your way anyway because you're grossing them out.
I think people can tell. That would be my guess.
But, you know, you can kind of slip it in, and do you know what? Yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time, but yeah. But Australia very different. You wouldn't get arrested for it. So I haven't lived in a country where you wouldn't get arrested for those sorts of things for about 7 years. So I'm totally, Park and Oz, awesome. How about you?
I have a lot of experience in Singapore. So I was living
dangerously, obviously.
Like basically, I wasn't in a position where I wanted to bring people back to my place. Like might be like you, a lot of Singaporeans, right? So I would meet people at, let's say, like City Hall, something like that, and then usually I'd be like, hey, let's get a bottle of wine and let's go to Fort Canning, which is a nice park. Fort Canning, though. And there used to be, so now there's this fancy museum, which is like some sort of French private museum.
I have seen it because I've been to a festival up there.
Yeah, like if you've been to like Shakespeare in the Park or whatever, there's this big like field, and then up a little bit from there is this nice big building, and it used to be like floor to ceiling dance studios. So floor to ceiling mirrors. It was all dance studios on like the second floor, and it's basically like this abandoned building. So it was in a park. I don't know if technically, maybe abandoned buildings should be on our list.
Were you hunting for this?
What do you mean hunting?
Were you hunting for this?
What do you mean?
Like, were you actively looking for places to have sex?
I was, yeah.
Like, obviously, I mean, you were, but did you actively hunt out places that were inside but outside?
This one I found like by chance, but yeah, it was. I brought people back to there a couple places because.
Did you take a blanket?
No.
Okay.
No.
And girls did that?
Yeah.
First dates?
First dates, yeah.
Wow.
So guys,
me thinking I'm a prude, like, oh, I wouldn't do that.
You just have to set it up properly. I mean, you have to.
Clearly, you had the moves.
I don't know about that.
The gab.
I don't know about that, but I'm saying like if you don't have a place to bring a girl back to or a guy back to, whatever, you know, don't feel too limited. You can kind of work around what you're dealt. But now that is a private museum and it is not open to the public.
So then you haven't done it in Fort Canning Park on the grass?
Not on the grass, no.
Have you done it on the grass anywhere?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You should go prepared with a blanket.
So what is the grass like? Just pure grass?
I was always on a blanket.
Okay, so on a blanket. On the
I was
grass.
prepped.
All right.
We were on picnics. It's not like I went to parks to have sex. You know, unlike some.
That's exactly what I did.
No, we were going for picnics.
Sex location.
So, no, I was prepared, but not prepared. I wasn't going there for that reason. It just happened.
Okay, so on the public strain, what about like next to the window?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that totally turns a lot of people on.
Not all the time, obviously.
Well, depends on your thing.
I have, yeah.
So why would you say yes versus no? Why do you like? I've also done it.
I don't think it's overrated. I think it's great because it's. I couldn't do it unless I had some alcohol, to be honest.
Yeah, but what does it do for you?
For confidence. I think it just makes you feel more confident.
Why?
It's kind of because you're kind of showing off.
Because it would seem like there's more people watching you.
Well, you don't really know if they're really watching or not, do you?
Okay.
So it's kind of like if they are, you're putting on a performance, and then because you're putting on a performance, you feel like you've got to act a certain way. You don't want people to see you just going, you know, quite boring. You want to be a superstar.
Okay.
So yeah, and you want to make it different and elaborate, and yeah.
Okay. So you
I
kind of
don't
ham it up for the camera.
Pretty much. Yeah. So I don't think it's overrated. I think it's great.
All right.
Not that I do it very often, but I can't even think of the last time. But anyway, that's not even up for discussion.
Yeah, I was...
Me always going into, haven't I done it? Because I always like to be very honest and truthful and personal about things, so I need to just stop.
I was having sex with this one girl, and we had the lights on, and like my windows were open, right? And So I got up to like turn off the lights, and I was like, I'll turn off the lights, or I'll close the blinds, or something like that. And she was like, why? And then I got like super turned on, and then we just like fucked with.
It was just awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh.
It's sort of because I mean, when it comes down to it, I really don't give a fuck. I mean, even if somebody recorded me, you know, I wouldn't really care because there's so much porn out there. What is the chance that anybody would actually give a shit about my little dirty sex tape, right? I'm not like a celebrity or anything. Just like if I have a little sex tape floating around, like who gives a fuck?
It's almost like you'd be so proud.
Or it's like because
the sex was so good from this one, so
yeah,
it could have been amazing.
Or it's like instead of trying to control like your image online, like sort of just going the opposite way and being like, most people actually don't care, and there's a deluge of information out there anyway that you probably don't have to worry about it. Anyway, that's how I rationalized just having sex sort of recklessly in front of the entire neighborhood.
Something to note here, in Singapore it's actually illegal to be naked in front of your window here. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, really? You've been here forever. Yeah, it is completely illegal to be naked in front of your there goes our camera. We were recording ourselves on a camera as well, but never mind, that's over. Yeah, it's illegal to be naked in front of a window here, and you can be arrested for it.
Wow.
It was something I was told literally within my first 2 or 3 days here. So, yeah, I know.
So you got the
it's
notice.
like people know that I'm that naked person all the time.
All right.
But yeah, it's definitely illegal, so I don't recommend it to people. Just be careful where you do it and who's watching, because you never know, you could end up in prison for it.
I wonder how they can tell whether you were...
I would be like, prove it.
But yeah,
if they filmed you, it's like you've just filmed pornography.
No, right.
So now you're in the wrong.
Yeah, it's sort of like who's the weirder person, like the person who's just like hasn't put boxers on and they're walking around, or the neighbor who's like looking in everybody's house and recording everybody and then sending that footage to the police. Like, who's weirder, you know? So I would, yeah.
Who has time for that? But there are weird people out there, so it doesn't surprise me.
A lot of people who have a lot of time.
Oh, definitely, especially here.
Okay, let's do like a little bit more here. So, awesome or overrated toilets? Public toilets, not your own toilet.
I
would say
it's
awesome.
It's a bit dirty.
I would say awesome if you're in need and it's available. You know, as far as like location, there's always a toilet.
Or if you're out and you've met someone and they're gonna leave soon, or you're at a party or an event,
right? And
you really want to sleep with them, have sex with them, why not? Mm-hmm. I say why not? Go for it if you have to. But also, toilets can be a bit of a dirty place. So if you're a bit,
they can definitely be dirty.
Yeah. So, but actually, do you know what?
What?
There's a saying that your work desk is far dirtier than your toilet. So, toilets are cleaned all the time. So I don't think you should be too concerned. Now I've said that. I don't think you need to be too concerned. They're cleaned regularly.
Yeah.
So
I still would not. I don't know. I would rather lick my desk than lick a toilet seat, even if the studies said otherwise. I don't know. I would still rather. maybe that's my monkey mind telling me what's what.
I think it's like anywhere that's not in a bed. It's thrilling, it's exciting, it's different.
Yeah, as far as like awesome or overrated, I'd probably say that toilets get a bad rap. So they're probably awesome compared to what most people... I don't think the toilets are overrated. I reckon... it would be pretty hard to overrate a toilet.
You couldn't... And do you know what? I think out of all of our list, people probably would have had sex more in a toilet than any other places. In fact, we're going to do a poll this week. What do you think? Let's do a poll on all of our social media. Let's see what people prefer.
Yeah.
We'll make a list of all these great places to have sex that aren't a bedroom and see what people prefer.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm excited.
Look out for that, guys. If you're on the podcast, check us out. Go to sexstarved.sg. So sexstarved.sg. That brings you to our Facebook page. Or you can search for us on Facebook. Check that out. Anyway, we're going to finish off here with a question and answer. So this relates to what we've been talking about. Local guy messaged us, and he's like, I live with my parents. I'm a student. Where can me and my girlfriend have sex? So they don't have a car, like you.
Well, no, I don't have a car in Singapore. Let's just get this right.
Right. Yeah.
They don't have a car here in Singapore.
So this guy's 20. So like when you were 20, you probably had a car. Or your boyfriend had a car.
But here it's not as easy.
Yeah, here nobody has a car, right? I mean, it's...
And everyone's in everyone's business here.
And you can't do it in an Uber, at least not yet. Uber sex is not an app yet.
Uber pool, Uber pooling,
Uber orgy. So where do you go?
Oh, I have an
orgy.
idea. Sorry.
There's an app for that.
Oh, is there?
So,
Anyway.
so where can you go, right? There's always hotels.
Fort Canning Park.
There is Fort Canning Park. No, I will meet you motherfuckers there. So watch out. I will punch you out if you take my spot.
So I say staycations are great. Couple of ideas. I guess if you're 20, you're probably students, you don't have full-time jobs, you don't earn heaps of money, so a staycation might not be the best option.
So what do you do it? Where do you do it?
Well, another option is, why don't you get an Airbnb?
Could do that.
Because Airbnb is quite cheap, and I know you can get rooms for like $40 or $50 here. We had guests who were backpacking, and they just wanted a room for backpacker places. They're like $30 a night.
Could do that.
And that kind of brings up the excitement of, people around. But again, they're 20, so she's probably, his girlfriend, assumingly, is probably under 20 or 20.
Yeah.
So I look out for some backpacker places that give individual rooms or really cheap Airbnb places.
Probably what a lot of people end up doing also is at home when their family's out. So,
that's what we had to do when we were kids as well, though.
Yeah. So instead of like finding a place out, maybe just be like, hey guys, I bought you and mom movie tickets.
That's a good 2 or 3 hours.
You got 3 hours, and that's probably cheaper than getting a place.
But they might be wise to it.
I don't know. You give somebody a movie ticket, they're probably going to go watch the movie.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's our cheapest solutions. And they're probably about the same because,
you might have to rope in
Airbnb.
Grandma. It depends if you're with Grandma.
Yeah, it depends how many will live with you.
The whole extended family.
I guess go to the movie. Yeah, tickets to the movies, get them out the house, anything to get them out the house, even buy them dinner. Or I think look up of an Airbnb. People are always trying to rent out their rooms quite cheaply. So, at least you've got a nice big space for the two of you, and you don't have the stress of your family potentially coming home early because they forgot something.
But I'm sure a lot of you guys have thought about this a lot more than we have.
We're old now. We don't have to worry about these sorts of things anymore.
So tell us the most creative ways that you guys are currently, finding a place.
Yeah.
To get frisky.
Where are the places that the young kids go to get laid now?
Tell us.
Is there a park?
We want to know.
Yeah, like in America, how they used to go up to the gorge, or they used to go to places and sit in the back of their car. Oh, yeah.
You can get a tent at some of the parks here.
Oh my God, you're just making it even better for people. You've just given this guy so many ideas. Well, we wouldn't mind knowing what you do. Curious on that too, so please.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to us. This is Hunk Hands and Rachel here.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Bye.